This is my new 14-inch MacBook Pro with an M4 Pro chip costing almost 3,000 euros. It's one of my best purchases in recent times, or at least I wish I could say that. Unfortunately, a miracle did not happen. With this device, I've experienced true pain and suffering. Don't believe me? Then grab yourself something tasty to drink and let me tell you all about it in detail. As of today, Apple provides the most stylish and high-performance laptops on the market. The Pro lineup also offers an incredibly high-quality display comparable to the Pro Display XDR. On top of that, these are the longest-lasting laptops, capable of running on battery for up to 14 hours without throttling performance like Windows laptops often do. So for programmers, musicians, designers, 3D artists and YouTubers, this seems like the ideal device, and 3,000 euros or more appears to be a reasonable and justified price. I upgraded to this laptop from my old 2017 MacBook Pro. It's an older device, but still a stylish one, even by today's standards, powered by an Intel processor. Unfortunately, it no longer meets my current work requirements. Its performance is far from outstanding, the battery barely holds a charge, and it has essentially become a stationary computer that I'd rather not unplug. I avoided upgrading to the newer MacBook Pro lineup with Apple's M series chips for the longest time, because I was most concerned about the displays, which now feature mini LED backlighting, and naturally that brought with it PWM. PWM, or pulse width modulation, is a method of controlling screen brightness by rapidly turning the backlight on and off. The human eye usually doesn't notice this flickering if the frequency is high, but for some people, including myself, it causes fatigue, headaches and discomfort. Older screens reduced brightness simply by lowering the backlighting power. That's precisely why I use my MacBook Pro for so long. But in modern OLED and mini LED displays, where each screen zone is controlled separately, PWM is used to adjust brightness levels. If the PWM frequency is low, flickering becomes noticeable, especially at reduced brightness. A high frequency, such as 100 kHz or more, usually doesn't cause issues. However, sensitive individuals may still experience discomfort even with high-frequency PWM. To minimize PWM effects on my eyes, I typically increase brightness to maximum and use a dark theme just like on my iPhone. And for a computer, you can buy an additional monitor without PWM. Surprisingly, this effect is present in the new MacBook Pro with mini LED displays, but not everyone will notice it. It all depends on your eye's sensitivity. Personally, I notice it very strongly, but more on that later. And before we continue, please like and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment. This helps me promote the channel. Also, you can click the bell icon, so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you for your attention. Let's continue. I purchased this laptop from Apple's official website at the end of last year. I've been testing it extensively before bringing you this review. The MacBook comes in this box. To open it, you need to tear the protective seals at the top and bottom. I lift the lid and we see the Apple logo. Alongside the laptop, the box includes a braided 2-meter USB-C cable and a power adapter. Typically, the 14-inch version with the M4 Pro chip comes with a 70-watt power adapter. However, at checkout, I opted for the 96-watt adapter. Let's take the MacBook out of its packaging. And here's that Apple magic. When you lift the lid, the laptop turns on immediately. I love this moment. It's been a while since I last experienced it. And as always, the welcome screen appears in multiple languages. So I have the 14-inch MacBook Pro with an M4 Pro chip, 24 GB of RAM and 1 TB of storage. Just to illustrate the performance boost compared to my old MacBook, I usually edit videos in DaVinci Resolve, and before, rendering a project could take between 40 minutes to an hour. Now, nearly all my projects render in just 4 to 6 minutes. That's a 10-fold increase in performance, and let's not forget, the difference between these computers is almost 8 years. Alright, now let's talk about the most interesting part. If this laptop is so amazing and super powerful, then why was I actually disappointed with this purchase? Well, the thing is, my old laptop had a fantastic screen. I never had a single complaint about it. It was a great display, bright with excellent color accuracy, and most importantly, it did not cause eye strain, headaches or nausea. And I'm not exaggerating. All those symptoms started happening when I started using the new MacBook Pro. Over the last 4 months, I've had a record number of migraines, eye pain, and even nausea. At first, I could not believe it was the screen that was causing all of this, that I was actually that sensitive to PWM Flicker. But then I started reading about similar issues from other Apple laptop users on Reddit. Just take a look at these backlight flickering lines. They make me extremely uncomfortable. And yeah, maybe this won't affect you, since statistically only about 10% of people are sensitive to PWM. At first, I had to limit how much time I spent working on the MacBook. I set a custom brightness preset at 600 nits, switch everything to dark mode, and use black wallpapers to reduce the PWM effect from the mini LED backlight. But recently, I picked up an external monitor from Redmi to finally get some relief from this issue. If you're curious to learn more about it, I'll be posting a full review soon on my channel. It's the best budget-friendly 4K monitor from working with a Mac. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Looking back, I've come to realize that I could have just bought a Mac Mini for the 3000 euros I spent, since this laptop has pretty much become a desktop anyway. That's what makes it really frustrating. By the time I figure out the screen was causing my migraines, it was already too late to return the laptop. So now I'm stuck using it with an external monitor, and maybe in the future I'll switch to a MacBook Air with a different type of screen, or just stick with a Mac Mini. Oh, and by the way, I went to the store and used my phone's camera to check the PWM Flicker on other laptops. As you can see, the Apple Studio display has a beautiful flicker-free image. If you also suffer from frequent migraines or eye strain, make sure to check for PWM Flicker on your smartphone, monitor, TV or laptop. I usually use an app called Blackmagic Cam for this. Just set the shutter speed to around 4000 and you should be able to see flickering lines on any device that uses OLED or mini LED display. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Now you know how to protect your health and eyesight when choosing a device, and how to test a screen for PWM Flicker.